right?
Yeah, it is visible.
All right. So far yesterday we had seen few methods, right, in the string class. Let's go ahead and then see few more methods. A new program, ESVM, string S1 equal to ABCDEF XYZ. S1 dot index of there are four different types of index of methods. One which takes two arguments, second one which takes one argument, third one which takes one argument, and fourth one which takes two arguments again. The different things. Let's look at the third one here. Okay. I will say A. I don't know what is the return type, so I select this. Control Alt B. I get it. Okay, so this is the return type of the index of is the int. Okay, int A. That's out of A. So index of method returns the index of the string that we pass here. So what is the index of A here? It is 0, right? Because it is at the first one. So first one always starts with 0, right? Let's say for example, if I put D, index of D, I think it should be 3. Yeah, we have got it as 3. So this is about the index of method. Let's look at the another index of method. S1 dot index of okay, ABC 4 alt ABC. The substring to search for. So this is the implementation of the index of method that is in the string class. If you want to see what it does, you can see the content here. The index from which to start the search. So here, since we are putting 4, right? That means what is the index? What is the fourth character at the index 4? That is E. After E, do you have ABC? No, right? So if it is not available, we should get -1, I think. Yeah, we had got it as -1. Whenever here we are, the meaning of this index of method is we want to search for ABC after the fourth index, not before the fourth index, after the fourth index. So ABC is not available after the fourth index. So if it is not available, you will get -1. Otherwise, if it is available, you will get the right index. Clear? Any doubts here? Next, yes, one dot last index of what I would write a new string here, string s2 equal to abc, abc, abc. S2 dot last index of c, all to be. What is the last index of C? Basically, there are C is available at the three different places. One is at the second index, and then 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8. So the last index means we should get 8 as the output. We are trying to get the last index. Right? That means from the last side. We had got 8. Clear? String S3 equal to, or I would say I don't want to create S3. Right? Now S2 dot to uppercase out of S2. S2 should become uppercase now. No, it didn't become uppercase because we did not ask it to. We had got it is in the uppercase. Now the same thing. If I want to again convert it back to lowercase, again I can do it. S2 dot S2 equal to S2 dot to lowercase out of S2. Right? ABC, ABC. So these are the ways we can convert from uppercase to lowercase and lowercase to uppercase. Then one more method. Yes, out of S2 dot ends with C. As S2 dot S2 is ends with C. Yes, right. So we should get true. Similarly, if I say S2 dot ends with A, we should get false here. Let's run and then see the output. True and false, right? Because it ends with C but not ends with A. That's the reason we had got it false here, right? Now I'll write two more strings. String S3 equal to ABC. S4 equal to ABC. So of S3 dot equals of S4. We get true or false here. We should get false because this is in the lower case and this is in the upper case, right? But you want to ignore the case and then check for the equality. Then there is a method S3 dot equals ignore case of S4. This is the most widely used method to check if the two strings are correct or matching. Even in the real-time programs, real-time application, this is the most widely used method. Sort of, sorry, it will print, right? Let's run and then we should get true. Yeah. Similarly, S out of D dot contains of D. Do we have D in the S3? Out of S3 dot contains of D. We have C in the S3. So first we should get false here, then we should get true. Yeah. False and so likewise, these are the most commonly used methods, right? If you just put dot, you can see all the available methods here. That's in ends with, there is something called starts with also. There is something called subsequence where we pass the begin index and end index, same as the substring, right? If you want, you can replace the character also, where you pass the old character that needs to be replaced with the new character, right? Likewise, you can see all the methods are self-explanatory. I would recommend you to try yourself. But whatever the methods that we have tried so far are the most commonly used methods. Here, moving on to the next program. While writing the notes, we had written something about we learned about string class now. There is something else like string buffer and string builder. How it works? Let's see. ESVM string buffer ESV equal to string buffer. ESV dot end of ABC. ESV dot end of EF. Now we are sort of ESV. This is how the string buffer works. The plus operator, concat operators are not available in the string buffer and string builder objects. Instead, we have the append method. We have the append method. Okay. So after this, there are many other methods, right? So within append itself, there are these many flavors. And again, you will see almost similar methods available in the string class. If you want, you can convert this to string and then let's say for example sv dot toString dot. Now you can see all the methods that are available in the string class because we are converting sv to toString. So all the methods that are available in string class will also be available here. This is the another way that we use the string. Similarly, we have something called string builder equal to string builder. Again the same thing. Out of sp dot end of xyz p dot end of sort of sp. xyz and 1 2. So all these three things behaves similarly string and string buffer and string builder. There are certain differences. of which you can just Google it out, right? Very, very important question. String versus string buffer versus string builder. This is the most important and famous interview question, right? You can see at least some 5 6 points here, right? And all of them are easily self-explanatory. You can learn all these points and then write out. Okay. Now the big question is when there are three options to use the string things, right? When to use string, when to use string buffer, when to use string builder. Even that is also explainable at the differences. Here you can see, right? With the differences, you will be able to understand when to use string, when to use string buffer, when to use string builder. In simple case, if it is the normal string, you can use the string, right? If you are using the paragraphs or if you are writing some textbooks content, right? Then you should go for the string buffer or string builder. Because string buffer and string builder can hold huge data. String has some restrictions on the data to hold. Clear, guys? Any doubts? If no doubts, we'll move to the next topic, that is date, data types. Let's create a new package. Date. Create a notes file. Not required. Create a new program. Now we had seen how to represent the numbers, how to represent the text, how to represent the true or false, how to represent the enums, right? How to represent the decimal values, right? We had seen all these things. Now, how to represent the dates and how to represent the time, right? There is a inbuilt data type to represent the date and time. Let's learn how we use it. PSVM date. See, when you write date, there are this many date things had come. All of them are mostly similar, but let's learn about java.util. Date e1 equal to new date. See, what did we do? We just created the object for date class, which is available in the java.util package. That means a class date is already available in Java. See, and it has certain methods also. We just need to create the object for the date. We just need to create the instance of it. So we get the date. Let's print what D1 prints. What did we get? We get the date along with the current time including the seconds. If you notice it here, it says 8:22 and 37. If I run it again, it will change. At least the seconds and the minute will change. Earlier it was 22, now the time is 23, right? So now it is 23 3 seconds, right? So the way that it happens is whenever you create the new object, right? So the date will be created, will be giving the time of the creation of this. Again, if you run this program after 1 hour, again you will get the time after 1 hour. not exactly the same one that we are printing now. Clear? Now there are some methods d1 dot get time. Let's see what it prints. This is in the milliseconds. Get time returns the milliseconds of the time, right? Similarly, there are so many methods that are available here: after, before, right? Set time, to instant, right? Get day, get hours, get minutes, right? Let's say, for example, if I print the sort of t1 dot get day, right? Let's see what we'll get. Get today is what, Thursday, right? So we should get Thursday. Thursday, what is the number of Thursday in the week? It is 4. That's the reason we got it. If you want to see the implementation, how it is giving it, you see here, normalized date, normalized dot get day of week minus base calendar of Sunday. So they are using some formula. Basically, it is the sequence of the days, right? Similarly, p1 dot get date. We should give the date today. Only the date today, that is 13. See, 13. Similarly, you can get the month and you can get the year also. So there are a lot of methods available in class date. You can, all of them are self-explanatory, and then you can write them out. Similarly, let's look at another example. We have something called calendar class in the same java.util package. Calendar t1 equal to calendar dot get instance out of when we print the calendar, this is what we had got. Time or field set zone also we are getting. It is in the Asia Calcutta zone, right? Sometimes you will see whenever you are printing something or looking something, you will see IST zone, PST zone, set zone, that is central zone, central time zone, right? EST zone, Eastern time zone, right? Like that, all the time zones. If you run this program, if you run the same program after going to America, the zone will be different. That will be, I think, set or EST, I don't know exactly, but the zone will be different. But for us, India, the zone is this one, ASEAN, Kolkata. You can see a lot of other information also. Year is 2023, month 3, week of the year is 15, week of the month is third week, day of the month is 13, day of year is 103, day of week is 5, day of week in month is 2, AM or PM 0, hours 8 hours, hours of day 8, minutes 26, seconds 30 seconds, milliseconds 78, zone offset, there is some ID for the zone, that is this one, and then DST. There are few information which is not important to understand, but that's okay. But majority of the information, right? Even from this, we can get the data. C1 dot get to have actual time, actual minimum, maximum, right? Display name, first day of the week, get time. Get time, the return type of the get time is date. So we should get the date that we had seen earlier. See, this is the one, right? If you want to find the date after 2 days from now, right? For example, C1 S out of C1 dot add of C1 dot add of calendar dot out of C1. Now we should get the date after 2 days because we are adding 2 days now from now. See here, days of the month 15, right? Earlier it was original, it is 13, right? Since we are adding 2 days, we are getting 2 days. Similarly, not only the date, here you can add anything. You can add the date, time, month, day of the week, right? Hours, minutes, milliseconds, seconds, right? Let's say, for example, if you want to go for 2 days before, then you should just put -2, right? So this time it will become 11, right? 2 days before today's date is 11th, right? You see here, day of the month is 11th. Clear? So there are many other methods are available. This is good enough to understand, but yeah, you can try practicing with all the other methods. All of them are self-explanatory. So this now we go to the date formats, right? Yes, VM date E1 equal to new date. Simple date format simple date format of what it takes. It takes the string ed by format dot format of E1. Control Alt V out of here out of E1. See here, this is the simple date. After that, we wanted to format the date in this format where we have DDMM YY. So MM and YY, that is month and year, has come properly. But for date, I think it needs the small letters. Yeah, to represent the date, right? You need to put the small letter. To represent the months, you need to put the capital letters. To represent the years, you need to use the Y. Here, since we are using only two Ys, you are getting the year in the two digits. Let's say the same thing. If I put four Ys, then you will get the full year. See, 2023 now. Here, so there are a lot of formats like this, right? Based on our requirement, sometimes some applications needs the date to be printed in this format, sometimes in the previous format, sometimes in the original format, right? Sometimes they want the date and then the month name. Here they want the month name. Okay, then year, right? So all of them can be achieved. You can just Google it out. Simple date format in Java. In Java. See here, DDMMYY. If you use the MMDDYY, month will come first. If you use the YYY first, then the year will come first, right? Similarly, if you want to specify in the hours, minutes, and seconds, this is the format you get, right? So you can go here, and then you can see all the things. The only thing that you need to pass is you just need to pass the pattern here that you want to convert the date. Then you need to call the method format of the date that you want to pass. Right? Then you will get the formatted. See, to represent all the things. For the year, you use Y. Week year, small y. Capital Y is for the year. Error designator, AD. I think this is for ACR, BC, right? So to represent such things, you use the G. Next month, week in the month, day in year, day in month, capital D, small d, right? Day, week in a month, F. If you want to get the day of the week in the month, then it is F. Day name in the week, it is E. Day number of week. You can see all the examples here. How to represent the AM, PM, right? Hours, seconds, milliseconds, right? The time zone can be achieved through Z, small z, right? RFC 822 time zone. This is another time zone format, that is capital Z. And if you use X, it will be ISO 8601 time zone, right? The example is something like this, which we had already seen. Right? So you can try all these examples. Let's see if we can find an example with all the formats so that we don't have to write and waste our time. Yeah, they are using with slash, not hyphen. Yeah, I think this program they are using at least You can just verify all the outputs with all the formats. See here we are doing without any character here. It is just a space to separate the date, month and years. Clear? See here with this format you are printing the month in the name format, right? And then the time zone, IST, Indian Standard Time Zone. Right? So there are a lot of other formats also are there. You can just try all of them. I was just trying to get all the formats. You can try with any combination that I had shown here, right? Here I had shown, right, all the combinations, right? With this, you can try with any combination. Here also there are some examples, right? This is the pattern, this is the result. See here also there are some patterns and the corresponding examples are there, right? So this is all about dates. So when do we use the data types? Let's say for example, this is a very common data type in real time we use in almost each and every application, right? Because whatever the operation that we do in real time, right, that needs to know when that operation had happened, right? Let's say for example, if you are going to a bank, if there is a create account functionality is there, that means how do we know that when the account is created? By using this date field only. In the account field, there will be a account creation date, right? So for that, we need to use the date data type. Let's say, for example, if you are using any person, right? Date of birth. Date of birth is nothing but a date only, right? So there also use the date data type, right? So for all the time and date related fields, we use the date data type. Very common and most widely used data type. This one. Almost each and every POSO class will have this. Each and every POSO class will have this. Any doubts so far, guys? All right. If not, there is some enhanced for loop. I'm going to the next topic. Enhanced for loop, which we just created long back. Let's try to learn it. Class A. Create int array int equal to comma 2 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. So how do we iterate? For int I equal to 0, I less than a dot length, right? I plus plus. This is the way that we do the iteration and then s out of a of I. Right? Now the enhanced for loop is nothing but instead of doing the for loop, you just type iter, right? Then automatically you will get this thing, right? Where on the right hand side, this is the array, right? On the left hand side, the data type of the element of the array that is int, right? And the variable, okay? Just press enter. Now s out of I, just do I. Both of them gives the same result. both of them gives the same result. See here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, again 1 2 3 4 5 6. The difference between these two is this is the old for loop. Okay, this is the enhanced for loop. Enhanced for loop. If you see here, you need to specify from which element to start and then which element to end and then what is the increment here. But in the enhanced for loop, you don't have to specify anything. You just need to pass the array, right? You just need to pass the array and then the data type of the array and the element. So the every element that pass will be stored will be in the I variable, right? So the same I we are printing it here. In real time, we don't use this at all, but it is good to have the understanding. In real time, we don't use the for loop. We use only the enhanced for loop in real time, right? Because let's say, for example, in real time, there is an array which is having 1 lakh elements. You cannot specify that all that numbers, right? Sometimes dynamically it becomes 10 lakhs, right? So we cannot control it, right? So that's the reason we write the for loop. So this works for any size dynamically, any size dynamically. And one more thing is enhanced for loop always iterates in the from the starting to the ending. But in the normal for loop, if you want to do the iteration in the reverse order, that also can be done. Where you pass the 100 here, then it is the 0 here, then it is I minus minus, right? That way you can do the reverse looping also. But in the enhanced for loop, you cannot see the reverse looping. It is always one direction. That is one disadvantage or the different thing that we see, but in real time that is not required anywhere. That is not required anywhere unless it is a interview question. Only in the interview question sometimes people ask, I want to iterate in the reverse order, then you should use this one. That is only for the interview purpose, but in real time you use only the enhanced for loop. Okay, you can, this is also again important question for the interviews. For loop versus enhanced for loop. You can just write down these points in your notes. Whatever I had explained, right? You can just explain the same points. Clear? Any doubts? Going forward, I am going to start a new topic from tomorrow. In that topic, I will be widely using this. I will be widely using this. Almost in each and every program, I will use this enhanced for you. This is also called as the for each loop. Enhanced for loop or for each loop. For each loop. Okay. Enhanced for loop or for each loop. How do we do it? Just need to type iter. Okay. Then press enter, you will get it. Just like we write PSVM and then enter, right? You get all the format. Similarly, you just write iter and then you get it. Let's say, for example, here array name is B. Automatically, it will show B. It is just to confirm. It will just do like this. If you just press enter, it will be okay. For example, we have B here. Int B. Okay. Now I write ADR. Automatically it shows B. That means the latest array name will be printed here. Will come here. Automatically it will take the latest array. Let's say, for example, this is not there now, right? Again the A is here. Even if you write iter, it will take A because here nothing is there. What is the latest array here, which is at the line number 7? So automatically it takes the latest array name. These are the few shortcuts that you can remember. Okay. Any doubts, guys, so far? So we'll be stopping now. We'll continue tomorrow with the next topic, the most important topic, collections. No questions? All right, I'll just push the files. All right, files are pushed.